Because Harry Potter, what we see in Harry Potter is actually early modern science. And our world is full of magic. We still believe in so many different things. We still rely on so many rituals to go through life. We believe, for example, that, I don't know, you go to a ceremony and you change status from single to married, from all this enchantment in modern life. And it's true, what we see in Harry Potter is mostly, she didn't create anything. Well, she did an amazing job, but what I think that's her amazing job is that she sat in libraries and research, because all her magical creatures are actually creatures that were like in medieval bestiaries. Everything that she talks about is related to the lore of the time. Potions, alchemy, astrology, astronomy. What actually caused lots of anxiety in evangelical people, because they thought that Harry Potter was too connected to the real world, and so it's a magic that you can learn. That's what they don't have anxieties toward Lord of the Rings, but they have anxiety toward Harry Potter, is because for them Harry Potter is a magic that you can learn. Of course, you cannot learn to transform it. They're right. It is very close to our world. You cannot learn, of course, to turn a cup into like a mouse, but the magic in Harry Potter, the alchemy, this is actually proto-science. That is our life. Hogwarts, for example, is founded in the same period of the largest witch hunt in Scotland and England. So even that, Hogwarts, when it was like hidden, create some kind of spell to hide Hogwarts for the rest of the world. It's because it was a moment that was complicated to be a witch. So
more so than usual.
Yes, yeah. Everything that she does, it is not by chance. And like unicorns, vampires, werewolves, these beings, these magical beings, they existed. They existed. Like angels exist for some people, like God exists for some people, like some people believe in the devil, right? They're real for these people. And in 16th century, 17th century, to not believe in these beings would be the equivalent of being an atheist today. There are people who are atheists, and some people cannot understand that you don't believe in anything, and would be comparable. People believed in these beings, and they had a social role. They explain a lot of stuff. So the class actually is divided in units that are the classes that Harry takes. I follow the curriculum.
You should put this online. You would make a lot of money. Yeah.
Oh, wow, I can start to advertise. Sometimes I think about like retirement. I said, you know what? I'm gonna teach actually Harry Potter
Just
for the largest public, because it is so. I love that class, and students love that class too, because it is like. I can convince them that we have more magic now than in Harry. That Harry was science, and science has lots of magical thought too. And if you think about this new frontier of psychoactive substance like that, like what people call like the psychedelic renaissance, whatever, some term that I have some kind of issues with, but I also use for the sake of clarity. There is lots of magical thought about it as well. It's magic.
Yeah.